Okay, let's do this one more time, truly. Now, bring me my wish. State your wish. Yeah, no, we're not doing that today. What the yuck do you want? Well, you see, I didn't summon you for no wish, rather a question that only the likes of you can answer. Go on. Where is Pokemon? You made one video, a couple of shorts, promised another Pokemon video, and yet nothing. Are you talking about Piklomints? Apples to oranges, Sacred Onion. That phrase doesn't make sense. How can fruit be compared? Bah. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. We can talk about this, Sacred Onion, please. Oh. Huh. Nothing? Really? Well, that's just perfect. Salutations from the Dapper Pancake, and welcome to a long-awaited first episode of Pickle Patches, the Piklomints video where we fix things you guys think are crap, as well as go over any Piklomint updates and changes. I do apologize for how long this video took, for I was under a spell, you see. Something called procrastination? Whatever the heck that means, right? I'm so sorry. Regardless, the Pickle Patches are finally here. So let's jump into Pickle Patches 1.1. Pickle Patches, baby! Before we begin with the new stuff, we have to get through the old stuff. I don't mean that in a bad way. These were things you guys brought up to my attention, to which I agree they needed to be changed. For starters, the Cosmic typing. The original color was way too close to the Cinder typing, so I decided to give the Cosmic typing a lovely new pink shine. Next up is the Empress Bulblax. I originally gave her the Mono Grub type, but many of you said that she should also have the Militance typing. You know, actually thinking about it now, I'm not too sure why you think she should have it. I mean... Right, got it. Okay, grab a Militance. Moving on. Now, if you've been keeping up with the shorts, you're fully aware of the grub typing. If this is your first or second Piklomints video, you may be wondering what the heck is a grub, and how is it typing? With that being the case, I think it's best if we go over all the new types that were added since the first video. But one more thing, if this actually is your first Piklomints video, I highly recommend watching the first video first, just to understand the basics of Piklomints and then come back to this video. Link in the description. Now go watch that video and come back here when you're done. Okay, see ya. Are they gone? Good. Now, I will share with you something really cool. Check this out. Was the original reveal of the Piklomints 13 types game wizard. 14 if you include the Cosmic type that was added at the end of the video. But now there's a total of 23 different types. So let's go over the 9 new ones. Starting with the Mecha typing. The Mecha typing is a typing given to the creatures that have machine-like components inside their body. Hey, I have a gun. There aren't that many creatures that have mechanical components within them, therefore the Mecha typing is an RPG, which stands for Rare Piklomint Group. Next is the Ensnare typing, a typing that is given to creatures that prefer to trap their prey before anything else. Whether it's snatching up Pikmin just to plop them back into the ground, or setting literal traps just waiting for the perfect moment. If a creature has the Ensnare typing, trapping and or incapacitating Pikmin are their top priority. Next up is the Alloy typing. This typing is given to the creatures that have hardened armor that surrounds them, making it almost impossible for Pikmin to harm them. Note I said almost. There are weaknesses that can take this armor down. For example, bomb rocks break through the armor and damage the creature within, while freezing the creature allows them to take damage from any part of their body, even the parts with armor. Meaning, those who have the Alloy typing do have a weakness to the Earth and Frost Piklomints. I bring this up now to remind you that a type chart also exists. You can check it out in the description. If you can't read the chart, again, another reason to watch the first video. So what are you doing? Go watch it now. please. If you don't watch it, if you don't watch the first video, I'm gonna be throwing you shade. Like the shade typing. So stupid. Being nothing more than a friendly shadow is the shade typing. This typing is given to creatures that prefer darkness over light, which means you'll only ever see them in caves. You will see them in the overworld from time to time, but if given the choice, they choose caves and shadows because every light must fade. Every heart return to darkness! I put the grub and hog typing together because they both do the same thing. For example, the grub type is given to only the grub dog family. As for the hog typing, this one is given to all things in the blowhog family. Stealing the spotlight is the glutton typing. Can I have the spotlight back, please? Thanks. This typing is given to the creatures that love to hoard things, whether it's treasure, food, you name it. Despite their primary element, all creatures that have the glutton typing will hoard and steal before anything else. You could say it's a trait of some type. Remember that, or it will be brought up later. Return to darkness! And finally, we have the slime typing. This typing is given to the creatures with a slime-like exterior that can be used for both offense and defense. It's also how they travel. Oh yeah, also the Louis typing exists. And that's all the new typings. Moving on. In addition to the Picklament typings, did you know Picklament categories also exist? There are a total of 4 types of categories, and I will explain all of them. Starting with the Elemental category. This is given to all types that represent a type of element. For example, the Cinder typing is the fire element, and Aqua is the water element. Typings in this category can be both primary and secondary typings. Next is the RPG, which again stands for Rare Picklament Group. This category is for the typings that you would rarely see when looking at all the creatures in Pikmin. A perfect example is the Mecha typing, for in Pikmin 4 there are only 2 creatures that have this type, being the man at legs and the groovy long legs. Just like the elemental typings, RPG typings can also be both primary and secondary typings. Next up is the species category, which is still very self-explanatory. For typings in this category are species of a creature. Typings in the species category can only be primary types. And finally, we have the trait category, which is given to the typings that represent a special trait of a creature, rather than just their element. A perfect example is the militance typing. This is because the militance typing is given to those creatures with aggressive power and or nature. But that's not an element, that's a trait. Therefore, the trait category exists. This also means that all typings in the trait category can only be secondary. Now let's play a quick game. Here are all the categories. I want you to pause the video and try to guess where every single type goes. Good luck. For you guys, it's been about 2 to 5 minutes. For me, it's been about 5 seconds. So let's see. Boom! So, how'd you do? I do hope you get 100%. If you got at least a 70%, fret's not. For C's, you get degrees. Wait, Dap. If you're giving all the creatures elemental typings in Pikmin, isn't it gonna be hard for the viewers to keep track of all the creatures? Oh, thanks for reminding me. Take a bomb rock for all your troubles. Why is it hissing? I did realize early on that soon it's going to be really hard to remember the typings I give creatures. To combat this, the Picklament type chart is getting a friend. Say hello to the Piklonac, an almanac where you can see all the creatures as well as their order number and typings with an ability tab, just in case. For you see, I just kind of realized this is becoming more and more like Pokemon each and every day. But then again, originally Picklements were gonna go off of Pokemon typings, so this was already like Pokemon. But it's different, I swear. I mean, I added my own typings, categories, and roll for persuasion. Oh, good heavens! If you look at the Piklonac now, it's incomplete. There's a total of 125 slots, but you see some missing. This is going off of what we've covered in the shorts. For in the shorts, you will see me give the types to all the creatures. As we give new creatures typings, they'll be added to the Piklonac until we give all 125 creatures in Pikmin 4 their elemental typings. And if this is your first video and you decided to stick around, I do also recommend subscribing, for it is indeed a dapper decision. I mean, heck, at 10,000 subs, I'm gonna rank every single creature in Pikmin 4. But with that being being said, I must depart. I gotta work on some Biglements. But I do have one more request. From me to you, through and through. I want all of you to